So what's going on, Halloween and pop culture fans? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316, and welcome to another Halloween Ends speculation video. Let's title this video, Halloween Ends and the Tower of Power. Since the release of Halloween Kills, there's been a lot of speculation and chatter online about that radio tower that was shown in the background, during the flashback scene, and how it could possibly be a source of quote-unquote power for Michael Myers. Is this just internet speculation, or could this be part of the actual plot of Halloween Ends? Let's discuss this radio power tower theory in more detail. Let's go! So I'm going to say that I do think there is more to the radio tower theory than just internet speculation. But I'm still not sure that I buy into the fact that Michael Myers uses it as a power source. David Gordon Green did make a point about that during the Halloween Kills commentary track, when he mentions that the tower will come into play during Halloween Ends. Why would he say that? So could Michael possibly draw his power from the radio tower? Or is this just a red herring being planted to throw people off from the real Halloween Ends plot? Well, if you do not want to have any potential spoilers at this point, stop here and check out some of my other great content about Halloween on the channel, including my Halloween reviews of all the films in the franchise. But if you don't care about spoilers, let's go ahead and talk. So based on a lot of articles, and along with some of you people who've contacted me on social media claiming to have details about some of those Halloween Ends theater screenings, I've come up with some theories myself and tried to connect the dots. I don't like reporting fake news, but if multiple sources have come out with some of the similar details, it makes me feel more confident that the information is real. So why would people think that Michael could draw his power from the radio tower? I think people are so desperate to explain Michael Myers at this point, what his motivations are, why he kills, that they'll buy into any theory of merit that they read on the internet. The director mentioned this radio tower, so people jumped all over that. Some people even claim that Michael might die at the beginning of Halloween Ends at the foot of this tower, and that the rest of the film would be a retelling of the events leading up to that key moment, through stories possibly narrated by Laurie herself. She may be preparing her memoir and reading those stories. I personally don't believe this at all. Fans would be outraged if this was the way the movie started. I hate to say this, but a true Halloween fan roots for Michael Myers. We do not want to see him die. Die-hard fans, including myself, would be totally pissed if he died at the beginning, having to watch the rest of the film. So now I'm hearing another fairly ridiculous explanation, but people claim to be spoilers that might have come out of one of the early Halloween Ends screenings. It happens to be from the screening that was labeled as terrible, and I talked about it maybe being cheesy. Take the rest of this video for what it's worth, but be warned, these could be spoilers, even though I don't believe they're going to be included in the final film. So during the final act of the movie, some say that the new character that I've talked about in several videos that's named Corey Cunningham, he's going to be killed. He's going to be taken away in an ambulance. Somehow during the final confrontation, Michael is somehow impaled on the radio tower. This actually kills his human form of Michael Myers as we know it, and I'm not sure how that would happen. I'm assuming he might be gunned down by the Haddonfield Police Department, or by somebody else. Could even be Allison or Laurie. Maybe he falls off a ridge or something and his body's impaled on the tower. I can't even logically visualize how that would happen. How high would Michael have to be to fall off and be impaled on a tower? I'm not sure why. I just can't believe that at this point. But either way, in this scenario, Michael dies, his body dies. And somehow his essence, his power of evil, exits his body and enters Corey. Corey wakes up from the ambulance, kills the paramedics on board, kills the driver, and escapes after the vehicle crashes. Then Corey walks slowly and steadily into the darkness like Michael would. It's almost like he's mimicking how Michael would walk. It would be the final scene of that version of the movie, and the tower would be shown with Michael's body having disappeared with no evidence that it was ever there. Does this mean the radio tower was the source of Michael's power all along? If so, I assume it would now power Corey. If the tower was his source of power, though, why would it only power Michael? Because of his evil deeds. Why wouldn't it transfer to others other than just Corey? Because if Corey was killed in the movie, maybe? Or did they have some type of bond together? I think this ends up with way too many questions to be the final chapter of a new trilogy that took 40 years to make. This ending sounds like hot garbage to me. If you listen to Loomis from the 78 film, Michael is pure evil. He's powered by rage. I think that's why he's the most iconic horror villain of all time. He can't be explained. Why should we know his ultimate motivation? He cannot be killed like a normal man. He is not a normal man. He's a boogeyman. So those are my thoughts on the whole radio tower theory. I sure hope the hell the creators filmed this and threw it in the trash, and then we don't see anything related to the tower. I want this story to focus on Allison, Lori, and Michael. I don't want to see anything else about Corey if I don't have to. People ask me why I care so much. Hey, I've invested over 40 years of my life watching this franchise. You and I both deserve more. We deserve closure. What are your thoughts on Halloween Ends and this radio tower theory? Do you think it's plausible? Drop your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all the normal YouTube stuff for this video and any other video you watch on my channel. We can only grow this together. And until next time, boys and girls, this is JebMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.